Yes. Assalomu alaykum barcha Study Point Instagram sahifasi obunachilariga. Mana bugun biz navbatdagi vebinarimizni boshlamoqdamiz. Bugungi mehmonimiz Universiti Malaysia Terengganu oroliga yaqin bo'lgan joyda joylashgan universitet. Hamda mehmonlarimiz Mr. Raja Faris va Mr. Dr. Ahmad Faysal. Xo'p, bugun biz ushbu universitet haqida ma'lumot berib o'tmoqchimiz. Universitetda kampus haqida, qanday dasturlar borligi haqida, qanaqa qiziqarli tomonlari, kontrakt narxlari va nima uchun aynan Malayziyada o'qish kerakligi haqida qiziqarli ma'lumot berib o'tamiz. Bizni kuzatishda davom eting. Xudo xolasa, Mr. Faris, bizning EMGS mehmoni. Mr. Faris, you can start. So I told about why studying in Malaysia. So today we're going to talk about University of Malaysia Terengganu. I can pass to you. So.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon again. Welcome again to the Study in Malaysia Webinar Week, Uzbekistan. So today we are very grateful to have representative from Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, okay, Associate Professor Dr. Ahmad Faisal, which is the Director of International Office, Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. Welcome to the session, Doctor.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for your time, to give a presentation to our Uzbekistan viewers, okay, for them to understand more about the university, the courses, and also about the study in Malaysia in general. Okay, just for your information, Universiti Malaysia Terengganu is quite a unique university. It's a government university, and then one of the uniqueness is their location, okay. It's located at the east coast of Malaysia, and it's beautifully located at the coastline. It's near the beach of Terengganu. Okay, so it's also quite near to some of the famous islands in Malaysia. Okay, I think let me proceed, okay, this seminar by giving a little bit introduction about why students should consider Malaysia as your next study abroad destination, and also after that I will play some video about the study in Malaysia. Iskandar, can you enable for the share the screen?
Yes. Every day I forget about it. Yes.
Okay. Okay, sure. Share this. Okay, here I will explain few points, why the student should consider Malaysia as your next study destination. Okay, one of the thing is that the first reason is Malaysia have world-class university and also quality education. In Malaysia, for your information, we do have about 8 universities, okay, under top 200 QS World University ranking. Okay, besides some of our university here in Malaysia also have, I think, top 50 in the world ranking, world subject ranking. Okay, so student will have quality education, study at a good university at the affordable price. And then the second thing, why Malaysia, you should consider Malaysia as your next study destination, is that affordability. Okay, in general, the tuition fee and also the living cost in Malaysia is quite affordable. So for your information, based on the latest QS ranking, which is one of the most renowned ranking for the international study, Malaysia ranked the second most affordable place to study. So you can see the chart that I have here. For example, if you're comparing Malaysia and other country, our tuition fee and living cost is the lowest. So for example, here I have the cost to study degree at the public university is around 4,400 per year. And then at the private university is around 4,970 per year. So the costs here are very affordable for the students. Okay. And then the third one is English in Malaysia. Here, the English is widely spoken. A good ranking in terms of English proficiency. For example, in Asia ranking, Malaysia rank as the third most proficient country for the English. So it's quite remarkable. So for the students, if you come and study in Malaysia, you don't have any issues to communicate in English. So let's say if you want to order the food, and then if you want to, go for the public transportation, for example, so you can communicate in English. Most of us can, understand and communicate in English well. Besides, most of the courses taught in the university also, they will teach in English. And then number 4 ranking is that Malaysia also is a modern and progressive country. For example, in terms of investment, in terms of the infrastructure, for example, okay, Malaysia have a good ranking in terms of the investment. So, for example, we do have a lot of multinational countries here invest in Malaysia. So for the international students who come and study in Malaysia, we do have some of our alumni after finish their study here in Malaysia, so they can continue work after study in some of the national industry and multinational corporation. So besides, we also are very modern and progressive. For example, in terms of infrastructure, we do have modern infrastructure, modern public transportation. We have good metro system, for example. So, for example, for the students who want to communicate from the university to the city center, so it shouldn't be any issue. So most of the states and cities in Malaysia are well connected with all this modern infrastructure. And then the 5th reason why the student, should consider Malaysia as your next study destination, because of our multicultural society, and also we also blessed with the food heaven. Although we are majority Muslim country, we do have a lot of national from other races. So we do have, in terms of international students, for example, we do host international students from more than 150 countries. So once you come and study in Malaysia, you can make friends with a lot of students from different countries. So it can expose you to the different culture, at the same time you can improve your English. So it's good if you later, after you graduate, you work with multinational company. So you already exposed to this different culture and society. And then the 6th reason is Malaysia also offered dynamic lifestyle. Malaysia are blessed with beautiful scenery, beautiful places of interest. So during the semester break, for example, the student can spend time to go for a leisure, okay, at the very beautiful islands in Malaysia. For example, if you want to go for a diving, you want to just have a good time at the beach, you want to go for the hiking, mountain and everything. So we do have everything for you to offer, for you to explore and experience. The 7th reason is that Malaysia strategically located at the heart of Southeast Asia country. For example, if you study in Malaysia and then during the semester break you want to have a short vacation. So Malaysia is just about 3 hours from Bali, which is one of the famous tourist attraction in the world. If you want to go to Phuket, for example, it just take about 2 hours. If you want to go to Krabi, it's just 1 hour. Let's say if you want to go to Vietnam, for example, it just take you about 2 or 3 hours. So we are strategically located at the heart of the Southeast Asia country. And then the eighth reason, which is the final reason, is that, you know, Malaysia also ranked as the third most peaceful country in Asia. So generally the country is quite peaceful in terms of politically, and also so far, Alhamdulillah, we are free from the big natural disaster. For example, we don't have earthquake, volcano, and other natural disasters. So we are quite blessed as a third most peaceful country in Asia. Okay, so that's about it, about the reasons why students should consider Malaysia as your next study destination. Okay, and then moving forward, I'll play you a short video. Okay, I'll play you a short video about study in. Okay, basically this video is based on the experience from students from Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, how they enjoy the life in Malaysia while studying at local university here.
So thrilled to be here in Malaysia, and I really like my university because university presents me so many opportunities to become fluent, natural when it comes to English language as well.
I'm trying to travel in Malaysia because Malaysia is a very beautiful country with beautiful nature, and I want to see as much as possible here.
I have never seen sea or ocean before. I had so many feelings inside myself. This beauty turned my world upside down. I was about to cry. I really didn't want to believe that this is happening in reality, and that's why I'm happy. Я определенно хотела бы, чтобы каждый, кто живет в моей стране, обязательно побывал там, где сейчас я нахожусь, потому что это такое необыкновенное, такое прекрасное место, где каждый человек может найти все, что он хочет. Особенно, если ты действительно хочешь получить прекрасное образование, это один из самых лучших вариантов.
Okay, thank you. The video just shown just part of the dynamic lifestyle Malaysia can offer. So the students, you know, can experience more once you come and study in Malaysia. We do have a lot of other things to offer for international students. So moving forward, we can go to the next agenda. So with this, I'll give the floor to Associate Professor Dr. Ahmad Faisal to explain more about their beautiful campuses, about the facilities, and about the fees and everything offered by Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. So, Dr. Ahmad Faisal, over to you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, Uzbekistan. Thank you to Mr. Iskandar and also Mr. Jafaris from EMGS. Mr. Iskandar, thank you for hosting us today. And my name is Dr. Ahmad Faisal from Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. And I'm going to talk about a little bit introduction on UMT, in the short, Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. So let me share my screen. All right, this one. Okay, so Mr. Iskandar, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, all right. So first thing first, welcome to Universiti Malaysia Terengganu, UMT. We are located at the east coast of Malaysia, the university with the ocean view. We are located really at the coastline. If you look at the photo from the top, so we are facing the South China Sea. So I understand Uzbekistan, you are basically a landlocked country. And if you would want to get some experience of living just beside the sea, our university is the only university that can offer you that. wholly. So our accommodation just beside the sea. If you are bored, if you want to go out with friends, you are welcome to be here and just take a walk and enjoy the view. This is the map from the top of the peninsula of Malaysia. We are on the east coast facing the South China Sea. And if you land from KLIA from Kuala Lumpur, so we are basically 45 minutes by flight to Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. So the location of the university is very near to the airport and also very near to the sea. 2 minutes walk from your hostel. And also, if you arrive from the airport, we are just 14 minutes from the airport, so it's very nearby. Next, I would want to show you a little bit about the history. We are quite young, established in 1979, and after several evolution, we were recognized as the autonomous university since 2014. And our main mission is to become the country's leading globally respected marine focused university. So since we are having we are having a beach nearby, and also we own a ship, and also we own an island, so naturally we are very strong in tourism. So we give the students a hands-on experience on how they are going to handle turtles, and also how they are going to handle business related activities that relates to the marine life, and also how to attract people to come to our campus, and also how to attract people to the state. So naturally it's there, and it gives you a hands-on experience on that. So these are in terms of the chancellor and also the chancellery. These are our chancellor, the Royal Highness of Sultanah Nur Zairah. So this is the Royal Highness of our state, the Terengganu state. And these are the list of our top management. So this is the most recent updated top management. So we are having several directors from oil and gas. We have directors from the society and mostly from the industry. So we are very well linked with international companies. So if you are here, you are not only going to interact with the local people, but also from the companies internationally. So these are the Vice Chancellor of UMT. We have a lady Vice Chancellor, and we have others like Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academic and International. And we are a full-fledged university that very caring about their students, especially in this particular times during the COVID-19 season. So we have handled it very well. So far, we are very happy to help you if you have any problem inside the campus. To give you some more information, we are the only university that owns a ship. So this is the RV Discovery. Why the name is RV is because it's a research vessel. It's a 35 meters vessel. So this is fairly industrious. If I might share, a 35-meter vessel is a typical vessel being used for the Coast Guard to patrol the coastline. So this is a very we can say a high-density vessel. It has traveled throughout the South China Sea and also the Malacca Straits. So we use this vessel for oceanographic research if you are interested in ocean-related research, for expeditions. And also we use this vessel for ocean engineering trainings for the bachelor degree levels. So the students have the hands-on experience on handling the ship at sea. So if you are here, you see this is the RV Discovery. At the back of the RV Discovery is the Terengganu Sultan Mahmud Bridge. At the side of the bridge is the Crystal Mosque. So they name it the Crystal Mosque. So this one of the landmark of of Terengganu, which is very close to UMT. So just now we've shown you the main campus, okay, very nearby to the sea, and we have also several other stations. The nature station. We are the only university that have ships. We are the only universities that manage an island. On the top right there, over there, you see turtles. So Universiti Malaysia Terengganu is the university that become the international turtle reference center. So if you are interested in the managing turtles, or you would want to experience how to manage tourism with the marine themes, we are the place. Also, if you are keen to do jungle trekking, we have a station as well on the Kenyir Research Station. So this is the largest man-made lake in the southeast of Asia. So this is managed by UMT as well. So, and we are very active with the social related activities. When you are here as a student, we are not only going to give you class-based knowledge, but also your practical will be handled on the research station, and also relate to what the local people are doing to boost their economy. I list here some of the selling factor of UMTs, things that you can enjoy here if you become our students. Mainly that relates to the ocean. On the top, on the right side, your right side, we have research station, and the only university that own a ship. We also deal with turtles and also crabs and also seahorse. We also have the sailing center. So if you like to sail at sea, if you want to experience how to handle the boats, so we can give you that experience. We have the sailing center. And also we have the ship bridge simulator. If you are here as a nautical students, you are going to do a lot of assignments on board of simulated ship. So it's a full blown ship simulator. Once you are there, we can simulate the seasickness if you want to feel how to be seasick. So it's a very interesting experience. And if you are keen to do accountancy, we have the teaching accounting firm, which is the first in Malaysia and the world with collaboration or with Salihin Chartered Accountants. So our accountancy programs are not only within the campus. We give the final year students the experience of working while learning how to manage an accounting situation. So not just industrial training, but also a real world handling of problems while being a student. We are a very internationalized university. We are not only focused on giving you a low-cost education, but also high-quality education. So we are listed in the QS Asian University ranking and other Malaysia records that relates to the International Standard Organization. And in terms of the rank, if you are having the full 6 stars, we are in the 5-star. So we would want to expose you with the local experience, and also while maintaining the international recognition here. In terms of MOU and also MOA linkages, so this is just saying that our university is very internationalized. We have a lot of collaboration with partners overseas, mostly related to research and also students' experience. And if you are here, you are based in Malaysia. However, you can also conduct your industrial training outside of Malaysia. So which means that if you are on the 3 years program, the first 2 years program, 2.5 years, you are going to be in Malaysia. The last six months, you can go to anywhere in international institution, which are our partners, to conduct your industrial training. So United States, UK, France, Belgium, China, Indonesia, including Germany, South Korea, Thailand, Taiwan. So most of the partners are within the Southeast Asia and also the Europe. So we give you a lot of option on what kind of experience that you would want to be in. In terms of local MOU and MOA linkages, this is to say that we are very active to deal with the industry around us. We have banks, and also we have tourism companies. We have agricultural companies that also deal with Universiti Malaysia Terengganu in terms of providing international industry experience for students. In terms of the number of staff and students, although we have a quite big campus, we have students as of May 2020 up to 10,000 number of students with the 1,769, so about 2,000 number of staff. So the students really deals with the service system. They are very close to our service system. And in terms of number of students, International students, we have 360 international students, and we are looking for more international students in the future, especially after 2020, after we have passed through this COVID situation. Arab students, we have 163, others we have from Pakistan, and also we have from Indonesia. So, and also from Europe, we have from Germany, France, Italy, mostly dealing with aquaculture and also agricultural biodiversity programs. In terms of programs, we have doctorate programs if you are towards the postgrad, and also we have master's program for postgrads. We have bachelor degrees and also diploma. So for international students, two options, which is the bachelor and also the postgrad programs. In terms of the research institute, we have 4 research institutes that deals with research on the right side. On the Institute of Oceanography and Environment, Institute for Aquaculture and Fisheries, Institute for Biotechnology, and also Institute for Biodiversity. On the left side is the faculties. So we have Faculty of Science, Faculty of Ocean Engineering and Informatics, Faculty of Fisheries and Food Science, Faculty of Business, Economic and Social Development, and Faculty of Maritime Studies. So you can do both here. If you want to be here as an engineering student, you can come to our campus. If you want to be agricultural students, you can come to our campus. If you are interested to be tourism program students, you can come to our campus through the Business, Economic and Social Development. So at the bottom there is the Center for Fundamental Studies and Continuing Education. So you can choose. And the research cluster, since we are focused on marine, however, we are very comprehensive. We have science, marine engineering technology. We have marine and community services. So marine and community sciences. We have ocean science and sustainable environment, data and digital sciences, and also food security. Well, if you are here, you are not only going to deal with the classroom-based activity, you are going to also deal with the society around the areas. That comes to your activity. You go by boat to the island, you go to the ship, and then go some expedition around Malaysia towards Singapore and also the northern part. So it's a very, very interesting experience. Okay, so these are the list of undergraduate programs. We have 33 undergraduate programs spanning from the computer science, IT, natural resources, agrotechnology. You can be here as a tourism student as well. You can be here as a marketing students as well, policy studies, biological science, instrumentation, applied mathematics. If you are keen to do for biology, you can go for marine biology, and also the geoscience, which later translate to being there in the oil and gas industry. And also, if you are keen to the engineering, we have Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering and Mechanical Engineering Technology in Naval Architecture with honors. And also, if you would want to go for technology for environment that deals with water quality, you can go for the Bachelor of Technology in Environment. So it's a very comprehensive university that relates to things that within the water. So anything that relates to the fishes, anything that relates to the water, marine vehicles, and we deal with that. If you are in accountancy, you are dealing with companies that deal with ports operation. So it's going to be very interesting. These are the list of postgraduate research. We have both research and also coursework. If you want to be here for the taught course, okay, you want to be in class rather doing research. These are Master of Management, Master of Science in Aquaculture, Master of Information Technology, Computer Science, Business Admin, Counseling, Mathematics, and also Statistics, and also Economics. If you would want to do research, the lists are on the right side, mostly dealing with biotech, biochemistry, business admin, computer science, earth science, engineering, environmental protection, humanities, mathematics, physical science like physics and chemistry, and also biology, social and behavioral science, social work and counseling, transport services, and also accounting and taxation. So it's a very comprehensive, and the main offer that we have is a very low cost and high quality. So these are the industry in classroom. So our programs, for every classes, for every subject, you have 14 weeks. And for that 14 weeks, every subject must be taught by industrial people for at least 2 weeks. So which means that a class must be taught must be visited by industry practitioner, and they taught our students. So this is now compulsory. So this is saying that our students have early exposure with industrial people on how they interact with the industry, and they need to tell this to all our students while studying in UMT. And these are some of the key points that we would want to highlight in terms of why you should study in UMT. I'm going to show you the table on our tuition fees later after this, and I'm going to assure you it's very low, okay? And our programs has been recognized globally. So of course we are competing in the international ranking. So that's why our programs has been recognized globally. If you obtain your scroll here in UMT, it can be used throughout the world. We have conducive facility, and it's very interesting because it's a near beach campus with a very low cost of living. So you get the fresh fishes, and also you can go to the sea. If you are keen to do fishing, you can also go there. Squid jigging, anything that relate to fishing. Swimming pool, we have a standard Olympic level swimming pool. Hostel with apartment concept from inside the campus and also outside the campus. And we can provide transportation to town once a week. But nowadays, public transportation here around UMT is very, very easy because we have, before this we have Uber, now we have Grab, and it's very easy. And also, we organize a variety of interesting activities annually for international night among the international students. So just for you to mix around with the other international students and also the local students. Okay, now this is the tuition fees comparison by semester. So on the left side is the UMT. On the right side is for the other universities. So we take some ranges for other universities. Although we take the range, we still by far the least expensive or the cheapest. We can say, I cannot say the cheapest, it's the least expensive. So it's very affordable. Plus a very low cost living here. So this is a bonus. Not just a very good location, but also a very, very small amount of fees that you need to pay. Why this is going to be small? Because we are aiming to grow, and at the moment we haven't revised our fees. So that's why we try to compete in terms of same quality and lower cost. So this is something that probably relate to international students. So for science-based research, for science-based program, undergraduate programs, it start from $850 USD per semester, and compared to other universities, it range about 2,000 to 3,000 USD. Social science about 998, compared to other universities, cost about 1,900. Masters by research also by far the least expensive. For science is 50% least expensive compared to the other universities. 497 per semester compared to 898, so about 900 to 500. So you can compete there. Social science also almost 50%, 450 USD compared to 804 USD. So this follows to the bottom. Master by coursework almost half if you try to compare in terms of the fees. This is because we try to have we try to grow, and that's why we offer a very competitive fees for our students. For PhD as well, range from 4,097, and you compare with the other universities 1,282. So similarly to social science as well. So we would want to have as many international students as possible, and also we provide the same or better quality of education with respect to the niche that we are aiming. That's why we welcome everybody from Uzbekistan to be here. In terms of scholarship, we have several scholarships, but the one that might relate to the Uzbekistan students are the top left. Okay, we have the postgraduate student incentive scheme for high performance students, or even if you have master degree and you have published a lot. Once you are here for PhD program, you can apply for a scholarship. So it's going to be free of charge as long as you can maintain your performance in terms of postgraduate capability to publish papers, to do presentations, things like that. So this is something that relevant to students from Uzbekistan. So if you are from university, okay, if you're from university and you would want to know about Malaysia, you don't want to study full-time. If you don't want to study full-time, we offer short-term courses, okay, short-term courses, which means that you can be here for 7 days to 14 days, or if you want longer, you can have it for 3 months to 6 months. So if you are here for inbound mobility, so it's a short-term program, it's like a summer camp. We have several programs that lead to that. So we have culture and nature immersion summer camp, okay, so the duration is 7 days, okay, and it's very low cost for 7 days program, and you are going to deal with lots of water activities, traditional kites, we call it wow. So this is very interesting, and mostly we use the tourism factors for you to experience here, test 7 days here. If you like it, you can continue further study here in Malaysia, things like that. If you're keen to do for tropical, you would want to go for jungle trekking, we have 12 days program, okay, maximum 20%, and you're going to deal with lots of other international students. So it's very, very interesting program that you can go to the river, to the mangrove, to the hills, so jungle trekking. So it's very, very interesting. If you are keen for data sciences, we have digitalized heritage and culture. So you take photos and then you can train your artificial neural network. So these are the technology summer camp that we can offer here. Others, the My Dream Summer School is mostly for the language students, the writings. If you are dealing with the art side or the tourism side, on the English side, language side. So this is the short summer camp that relates to you. Sea, Sun and Sand, and also another one is the Lazy, Hazy, Crazy Days. So if you are keen to be in the ocean, spend 7 days to 3 weeks in the ocean. So this is the programs. On the right side is the 3 weeks program. You're going to be given aquaculture hands-on. You're going to be given the skill for scuba diving. Okay, we have scuba diving license after you finish the program, the 3 weeks program, and also language classes. And this is very, very popular with the Japanese students. Okay, the 3 weeks program is very popular with the Japanese students. The Sea, Sun and Sand is very popular for the Chinese students. So every students have their own interests, and you can choose one, the one that you are interested in. Anyhow, you can contact me and we can also provide you with a custom program if you are interested. This is the volunteer program. Volunteer program is basically focused on the turtle, okay, turtle program. So you are going to be given the skills on how to handle wildlife, especially turtles. So this is very, very interesting because every time when we open this to our European partners, it's going to be sold out. So it's very competitive. So if you can book through the website, or you can send me an email, so we can book a slot for you. So this is very popular with the European students. It's very, very inexpensive. You are going to live for 4 weeks and above at one of our islands, okay, and also the sea turtle station. So that's it for my presentation to introduce you about UMT. And I hope there are some points that might be of your interest, and I give it to Mr. Raja Faris and also Mr. Iskandar. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Faris, you want to say something?
Yeah, thank you, Doctor, for the good presentation. Amazing campus, a lot of program, you know. Yeah, I saw a lot of beautiful picture about the islands, turtles, and beautiful beaches and everything, you know. Yeah. So meaning that.
Looking forward for you to be here.
Yeah. Maybe Iskandar, we can, when you come to Malaysia, we can pay a visit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iskandar.
Actually, when I was studying in Malaysia, I dreamed to visit Terengganu, but I couldn't have a chance yet. That's why the Crystal Mosque is in my wish list. So I hope Allah will visit one day.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell us when you are here. Don't forget to tell us.
Actually, I really like your location. You know, after classes, they can just go to beach and rest.
Yeah. So meaning that the student can just walk to the beach.
Yeah, of course. After class, they just go to the beach, and sometimes they buy some dinners, and then they have dinners picnic style by the beach.
Okay. That's wonderful. Especially students from Central Asia, I think they love beach so much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
That's
the
very,
key selling point, you know, the location.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the location and also the fees also I think is quite affordable
Yeah.
compared to other university. And then in general, the living in Terengganu also is affordable compared to the city center here in KL and other state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
And then,
how much the minimum price of the faculties?
Minimum price for what? Sorry.
Yeah, for the programs. I mean, for bachelor's degree, the minimum price.
Yeah, it start about 1,000 USD for the bachelor program. So if we compare that amount with the other typical university, average university, public university, all right. So we are 50% less compared to the university on the central of Malaysia.
And can I know the reason of this kind of prices?
Okay, number one, because we are a young university and we are aiming for growth. That's why we haven't revised the fees yet. So it's highly subsidized because we would want to have more international students in our campus. That's not much yet, and we have several alumni from Indonesia, Thailand, and now become top management in their own field, in their own universities. And we would want to have other segment of countries, including Uzbekistan, including Europe, to be in our campus. So that's why.
All right, that's good. Actually, the prices are really, you know, awesome because
yeah.
our people they is looking for something cheaper rather than like 5,000, 6,000 USD.
Yeah.
And how about the English requirements? If the student doesn't have an IELTS, can they start English courses or not?
Okay. Initially, the IELTS and also the TOEFL is the entry requirement. So that's initially what have been done before this. And then we have been given a clearance to have the IELTS and TOEFL as a graduation requirement rather than entry requirement. So if you don't have IELTS or TOEFL, you can still enroll as long as you have the high school certificate, 12 years education, okay, 12 years education. And once you finish your 12 years education, you can enroll to our university. And then before you graduate, you must obtain your TOEFL or IELTS. So it's okay if you don't have that certificate yet. So you can take it in our campus.
So due to COVID situation, are you planning to start on-campus studies from autumn intake or from winter?
Okay, our intake is only on September intake for the undergraduate students. However, if you are a postgraduate students, you can come at whether February intake or September intake. So any intake that you are comfortable, you can come. And with refer to the COVID-19 situation, at the moment, we are taking students from September intake, okay? So you can register on September. However, the online classes will be conducted until December, this December. And after December, we can continue having classes physically. So since now, the outdoor activities are now allowed. So the students are able to go for outdoor activities like summer camp, short courses, or even classes. So we still receive students on this September and October.
So it means for undergraduate, you have only one intake in a year?
Yes, for undergraduate, we have only one intake a year.
Oh my God.
But postgrad, we have every semester intake.
I got it. Usually Malaysian universities, they're offering like intakes 4 times in 1 year, 3 times in 1 year.
Yeah. So that happen if you are registering for the private university. They have 3 intakes per year. Normally 3 intakes. Probably we have 4 intakes. And some public universities, they have 2 intakes on September and also on September and also February. But at this moment, we are still pushing this for the 2 intakes, subject to the number of students that are requesting to register. So it's still ongoing process. Once we receive many requests for students to come during February intake, we are considering to open for the February intake. But for now, we target for the September.
Actually, why I'm worrying about it, because on August, end of August, we'll have our like local university exam. So the statistics will show that for one place there are like 17 people. It means if one can pass the exam, other 16 they are free. So they are our target market. That's why we want to focus on them. And if they will like receive the announcement end of the August, I think we can try to recruit them to September intake if we'll have enough time.
Yeah, I know this is happening with Bangladesh and also Pakistan, similar to Uzbekistan, right? August.
Yeah. So when is the deadline for September intake? Like until which date you can register the students and they can like reach Malaysia?
Okay. In terms of if you want to be safe, it must be 3 months before the September semester start. So we can say June is the safest deadline, because we want to process for the students pass, we want to process for the placing of the students. So June is the safest. If the students are late, we can also process, okay, but subject to the visa approval. So we managed to process within our campus within 14 days or 7 days in terms of placing the students. However, we need to also bounded by the requirement by the immigration. So immigration will take about 14 days for the student pass to be released, but that does not include the weekends. So bear in mind that that is the processing time that you might experience for students.
Okay, if Mr. Faris will help us to get visa faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give necessary assistance, provided all the documentation are completed, given by the students. You know? Yeah. Usually after the students apply, send the certificates and everything, how long does UMT takes to give offer letter for undergraduate?
Undergraduate offer letter normally is very fast. We try to have it within 5 to 14 days. So within 7 days to 14 days, we try to have it faster now. Because for the undergraduate, it's very easy. You don't have to assign any supervisors. And as long as the students are eligible in terms of their high school certificates requirement, so if they are okay, then we are going to place the student on the program that he or she are interested in.
Okay.
So they fill in the forms, we assign the school and programs, and the offer letter comes.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. And then one more about the student who finish grade 11, because I think Uzbekistan, most of the students, their qualification is grade 11. Does UMT provide a foundation program for this type of students?
So far we are receiving students for the high school, which is 12 years education. Foundation we have at the moment, it's very new. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd batch of foundation. I've been trying to push for the international intake, but so far we are opening for the local for the foundation so far. So we will try to consider that in the future to have international students to be in foundation program. That might happen. If enough demand. So yeah.
Yeah, because Iskandar in Uzbekistan mostly a grade 11, right? The exit.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah. But you can cater for the student from the diploma program. I think diploma qualification can enter straight to the degree program.
So
Of course,
how many
yeah.
years diploma?
Sorry?
Diploma program, how many years?
Diploma 2 to 2.5 years.
So the students after graduating 11th year grade, they must study diploma, right?
In Malaysia.
Yes, in Malaysia.
Okay, in Malaysia, for the local students, once they complete their 11 years, they tend to go for matriculation for 1 year, okay, and then finish the matriculation, and then they go to university. So that's normally happens in Malaysia. Or if they cannot afford to, if they cannot secure a place in matriculation, they go for diploma for 2 years or 2.5 years to 3 years, and then they go to university. If the students from Uzbekistan, they have completed the 11 years program and they would want to go for diploma in Malaysia, then they can go straight to university afterwards.
So you have foundation program or not?
Okay. That's good. Okay.
We have foundation program, but not open for international students yet. It's very young program.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, perhaps soon it will open for the
Perhaps
because for for some countries the exit qualification grade 11, but still you do have a lot of master program also for those who finish the degree level, for example master in business and tourism also, right?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. About your accommodation, right? Most of the students stay inside the campus or
Okay,
they
for
rent
the
outside?
local students, we have some quota for the local students, which means that they need to, if they want to stay inside, they need to be very, very active. So that's for the local students. However, we give some priorities to the international students because initially they don't have much experience. So we give priority for them to stay inside the hostel if they want to. Sometimes when they have become senior, they would want to buy a car, and it's much easier for them to stay outside with their friends. So we also have Universiti Malaysia Terengganu also have outside accommodation to stay in hostel or outside accommodation by UMT. So it's a house basically with fully furnished.
Okay, thank you. And then for the bachelor degree of hospitality, right? What kind of the training or exposure that you give to the hospitality and tourism student? Because Terengganu is just the student have a chance to explore the islands, do the practical trainings, etc.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so our tourism program is a full-fledged tourism program. It's being taught by lecturers from other disciplines that teaches tourism. Is accredited lecturers in tourism program, and they are very, very experienced. And the students they do practicals in the island. They do practicals in hotels and resorts. Some of our students in tourism, they also do practical in they were sent to China for 3 months to undergo industrial training under tourism. We can also arrange industrial training exposure for the students to be in Japan. So we have several partners that accept our students in Japan because we have very good close ties with their management, and then it's very interesting experience for the students because they do hands-on in the hotels and also resorts because it's very nearby to our campus.
Okay, thank you. And then besides coming for the full-time study, the students also can choose to come for the I saw a lot of a mobility program mobility program offered by UMT.
Yeah.
For example, sea and sand, the turtle conservation program and everything. I think it's quite a good offer for the students. Once the travel ban is lifted, I think we can work together to promote this mobility program also.
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah.
Iskandar, please attend our short-term program.
Yeah, sure. I will try to promote. But with the situation, you see the atmosphere. We don't have any flights yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similar. Yeah.
We hope for the best.
Yeah. Because from Uzbekistan, we have about 3 times per week direct flight.
2 flights.
2 times, eh?
Yeah.
2 times from to Kuala Lumpur.
I see. Asia, is it?
No.
Uzbekistan Airways.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Uzbekistan Airways. So it's about 8 hours flight.
Yeah, 7 something.
Yeah.
Something. It's like going to Australia from KL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's quite convenient lah for the students who want to come to Malaysia to study or doing the mobility program. So inshallah, let's say if all the travel ban lifted and everything, so they can start the summer program next year on July, right?
Yeah. Normally, we can have students as early as May. For summer program, we don't have much restriction. Except for monsoon season. Monsoon season is very. The islands normally close from November to February. So those are the only timeline we can accept short-term students. But other summer school throughout the year, except for November to February.
Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, there must be a lot of interest from students from Uzbekistan, to explore our beautiful islands. Yeah, our coral reef and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Iskandar,
Yes.
a question for UMT?
No, actually, no questions. Everything was clear and full of information.
Yeah.
So, if you
Yeah.
don't have questions.
Yeah, everything was good and very clear, Doctor. Okay, so this video we will keep permanently at the study channel, okay, for future reference of the students. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we can continue to work together to promote study in Malaysia and also study in UMT specifically. Okay. So with that, we would like to thank you so much, okay, to Dr. Ahmad Faizal for your time and also for your good introduction about the universities. So we do hope that for the students out there, you can consider Malaysia as one of your next study destination. Okay, and then both of us, Education Malaysia and Study Point, are very happy to assist you should you require further information about study in Malaysia and also about Universiti Malaysia Terengganu. So drop us a message and then we will assist you accordingly. Hope to see you guys in Malaysia soon, okay, for the study. Yeah. So Dr. and Iskandar, thank you so much again.
Thank you, Mr. Faris. Thank you, Sir Doctor. It was really good to meet you today. Inshallah, we're gonna promote University of Malaysia Terengganu by our best, inshallah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Iskandar and also Mr. Raja Faris. I'm very happy to be here, and for the students, looking forward to receive you here in Terengganu.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Inshallah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Bye.
Thank you. My bad.